Hi, this is Dave at Two Stroke Performance. Welcome to another TSP video. Today we're going to do a fairly short video that shows you how to install one of our offset flywheel keys. Now, the purpose behind these offset flywheel keys is that it's a very simple and usually very effective way of essentially tricking the ignition into giving a little bit more ignition advance. And normally what that does on the bikes that it's suitable for is that it will help to improve the part throttle response, improve the mid-range power and usually peak power as well. The only slight downside of it is that sometimes it will fractionally reduce the over rev, but usually, when we talk to customers about whether or not this product is suitable for them, we can talk through that and and figure out if it's the right path for them to go down. So we're going to get straight into this. First of all, so this is a 2021 250 SX carby model. The process applies for basically pretty much any of the bikes that we sell this woodruff key for. First of all, you need to remove the ignition cover to expose the flywheel. Then the next thing is we need to remove the flywheel nut here. Now I do this with a rattle gun. It's much easier. There are other tools for it though. Take out the nut. Then I'm going to use one of these flywheel pullers to thread. Now this particular flywheel has a thread on the inside, so this flywheel puller will thread into that. This is a reverse thread, so I actually turn it anti-clockwise to screw it in, and then gently do up the bolt in the middle so that bolt is basically pressing on the end of the crankshaft. Then again, I take my rattle gun, and what you want to do is just a couple of quick bursts, tightening this bolt, so turning it clockwise. There we go, that came straight off. So the flywheel's off. On some bikes, you don't need to remove the stator because you can get to the woodruff key easily. On this particular bike, and most of the newer KTMs, you do need to remove the stator. So that's easily done. Just undo, it's usually only 2 bolts depending on the make or model. Take these out. And you can usually just pull this out and hang it to the side so it's just out of the way. So you can see there's our woodruff key sitting there. The next step is that we want to tap out that woodruff key. Now sometimes you can literally pull them out with your finger, other times you need to use a hammer and a punch or a small flat blade screwdriver just to gently tap on one end. They are curved on the underside, so if you tap on one end of it, it'll tend to push around the curve and rotate outwards. So I'm just going to gently tap. Oh, in fact, this one's loose. You can see that's coming out straight away, which is great. I have had this particular one out of this bike previously, and we're just doing this video as an exercise. So you can see this one's loose. I'll use some pliers to remove it. And there it is. That's the stock woodruff key. Now what we need to do is we need to take our new TSP Offset woodruff key. If you come over to the bench quickly, I'll show you just a couple of features of that are important before we install it. So our offset woodruff key, it's quite simple really. All we do is we take a standard woodruff key and we shave a very precise amount off one side of it, so that when we bolt the flywheel back on, it allows a little bit of movement of the flywheel before we tighten it on. So if you're coming close, you can see on this side, it looks totally normal. When I rotate that around, hopefully in the light you can see there's just a very slight edge that has been shaved on that. Turn that around again, hopefully you can see that. There you go. So when we go back to the bike in a second, it's this top shaved edge that I'm going to reference because we have to orient that the correct way. Otherwise, rather than adding a bit of ignition advance, we'll actually be taking some away. So let's go back to the bike now.
Cool. Okay.
So before we install the flywheel key, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the little sort of slot where the flywheel key sits on the end of the crank is facing upwards, so vertically. Then we can put the flywheel key in place, and it's important that the side of the flywheel key that had the shaved section out of it is facing towards the rear wheel. So the side that's been machined is on this side. If you flip it around and do it the other way and have the side that's machined on this side, you'll end up inadvertently taking ignition advance away. So once again, make sure that the slot is at the top, facing upwards. Put the flywheel key in place so that the machined side is on the right or towards the rear wheel. Okay, so now it's quite a simple process of bolting the stator back in place, and then we can position the flywheel. So I'll put the stator back. These ones are quite easy. New blue Loctite on the bolts, because obviously you don't want them coming undone while the engine is running. These things, obviously, it's only a small bolt. It's an M5 bolt. They don't need to be done up very tight. Just double check that. Yep. Now we can sit our flywheel back in place. It's taking the puller out of it. So our woodruff key is still pointing upwards, or still in the like upright vertical position. I'm just moving the key there so it's level. So when I put my flywheel on, I'm going to line the slot that's in the inside of the flywheel. By eye, I'm going to align that with the woodruff key. Yep, and when you get it right, it'll sit on smoothly. Now that it's on, I haven't pressed it on tightly, but it is sitting quite well on the taper. And if you look in here, you'll see because of the machined edge of our woodruff key, we can actually rotate the flywheel slightly one side to the other. So that's basically the extra advance that we're able to achieve by machining that one side. So what we want to do is you want to rotate, before we fit the flywheel, for the final time, we want to rotate it anti-clockwise. So the top edge rotates towards the front wheel, and then you want to hold it in that position and get a small hammer and just give it 2 gentle taps. Doing that, tapping it, seats it firmly on the taper on the end of the crankshaft, and that's enough to hold it there while we do the nut up. Now, some people may not realise with a flywheel and a woodruff key, the woodruff key is purely there to locate the flywheel. It's not the thing that actually holds it on or stops it from spinning. What stops the flywheel from spinning in relation to the end of the crankshaft is the friction between the taper on the end of the crankshaft and the taper inside the flywheel. So that's why when we give it a couple of taps, it stays there. So. There we go, that's it. So that's our flywheel installed with the new offset flywheel key, which will give us a little bit more ignition advance and hopefully just a punchier response to the throttle. Thanks for watching.